Hey there friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today I'll be doing another double reaction to Deep Purple, and this time we've got one song from the album Fireball and another from Burn. We're going to be listening to Demon's Eye, followed up by Sail Away. I hope y'all are excited to jump into this one, but before we check it out, a massive thank you goes to Graham M., the Loyal, whose generous support made this reaction possible. A very fitting moniker for you, Graham. Alright, now let's jump in. I've got me and my coffee.
I don't mind.
Ooh.
Just what you say. I never hurt you, baby.
A nice
never
groove.
hurt you anyway. Yeah. I don't care what you do. Just so long. Yeah. It ain't me and you.
I feel like I can go knocking boots right now. I feel like there's so much sass exuding from this song. This would give me the confidence to like rock a cowboy hat, walk into like my local saloon and play a game of like Five Finger Filet.
I said everything's fine. You don't know, it's the end of your time. How does it feel to be turned away? I've known it, baby, almost every day.
I really like the fact that this riff that we're hearing, it's consistent, but it's also evolving. It's the rhythm of the riff that allows it to be maneuvered melodically between these different pitches. It's almost like when you find a nice rhythmic strumming pattern, you can just alter between all of the different chords within your scale, and they will pretty much all sound good because the rhythm itself, or the strumming pattern itself, actually was the say driving force, but the melody is also very good. You know, this like random thought that I'm having, I don't know if you guys have ever listened to Them Crooked Vultures or Queens of the Stone Age, but this almost feels like a Queens of the Stone Age riff. Now, don't get it twisted, Deep Purple came first, definitely, but you know, I've just done reactions to Queens of the Stone Age on this channel. They're worth checking out as well if you're interested in different genres and styles. But there's a specific bounciness that I recall hearing in those previous reactions to Them Crooked Vultures, to Queens of the Stone Age, that I hear very prominently in this track. Something something tells me that like if Deep Purple ever toured with Queens of the Stone Age, they would come up with some really, really creative pieces.
Clever, yeah, but you know you're insane. Slide, slide, like a demon's eye.
I love that this evolving riff is almost, in a sense, serving as a sort of safety net for the song, for any of the other unique melodies on the lead guitar or on the vocals or even on the bass for that matter, to kind of like trampoline off of, bounce off of. Because when in doubt, return to that amazing riff and return to the progression of that riff. It's a rather like simple structure, but it's tried and true. It's very battle hardened, well tested. And when you have just a solid riff, there's no need sometimes to delve outside into the crazier types of song structures and different like melodic motifs. Stick with what you know, and you create songs like this that just have a very identifiable identity. And if you enjoy it, you love it. And if you don't, well, it's not your cup of tea. For me, Deep Purple is my cup of coffee rather than my tea at the moment, but you get the picture.
I never heard it anyway. Everything's good. Everything's fine. You don't know. It's the end of your time. Slide, slide, like a demon's eye.
Slow fade out. I'm okay with the slow fade out today. Oh my god, you hear the vocals getting crazy. This is low-key the trade-off with like the double-edged sword with the fade out, is when there are really good moments of the song that you didn't necessarily hear prior that get added as the volume is turned down. Listen. Like he gets to the highest pitch that I think was sung throughout the duration of this track, but we only get it in the last 5 to 7 seconds there, which is, I guess, a little bit of a gripe of mine. But super great song, really catchy riff that was just dragged out through the entirety of this one, meaning that you have to like that riff to like the song. So I think it's a very easy riff to like and to modify as well. I'm sure live performances of Demon's Eye would yield a great many, let's say, treasures on behalf of Ritchie Blackmore. There is a lot to be done. kind of reminds me of Hall of the Mountain King, where the song in the studio version was rather tame when compared to what Richie did live. So I could imagine something similar for Demon's Eye here. So this was a great one. Let's check out Sail Away. This is on the Burn album. Different Deep Purple candles for each member, which is a bit ominous, but oh yeah, immediately yes.
If you're drifting on an empty ocean with no wind to fill your sail, the future your horizon, it's like searching for the Holy Grail. You feel there's no tomorrow as you look into the water below. There's only your reflection, and you still ain't got no place to go. Time will show when I don't know.
Wow.
Sail away tomorrow, sailing far away.
Wait, that back and forth on the rhythm there is so, it's, I guess, not subtle, but it happens so quickly that it feels like you almost have to second guess what you heard. Also, again, I'm going to repeat the comment that I made in the in the last song, Demon's Eye, but I swear to God, there are so many like melodic and riff kind of motifs I'm hearing Deep Purple do that I have also heard Queens of the Stone Age do, which to me almost seems like Queens of the Stone Age, them Crooked Vultures, probably took some inspiration, maybe a lot of inspiration, from the riffs in Deep Purple's catalog. Again, if you guys have listened to that group, let me know in the comments what you think about what I'm saying.
When I don't know, sail away
See the change right there?
tomorrow, sailing far away to find steel and borrow.
It goes to like a halftime.
I'll be there someday.
This is so good.
A woman I keep returning to sing the same old song. The story's been told, now I'm getting old. Tell me, where do I belong? Feel like I'm born to surrender. Hard times I've had enough. If I could find a place to hide my face, I believe I could get back up. Time will show when I don't know. Sail away tomorrow, sailing far away to find its steel and borrow, and I'll be there someday.
See, now we're entering alien territory, which I guess I should have expected at some point, but dude, I am riding this riff high forever. This is so good. I feel like all of my thoughts that I was going to share are immediately just ejected from my brain with how catchy this is. Love how bouncy this one is. Oh, I was going to say, the only thing I wish is that the bass was a little bit more forward in the mix. I feel like this is a bass heavy riff that can go even harder. The halftime switch. And I guess more specifically in this section, you're going from 16th notes, so a measure of 16th notes, to just a measure of 8th notes, but it feels more bouncy than a simple 16th to 8th note measure would imply, because it would feel rigid if you just kind of read it off that way, but the way it is hitting here, I think coupled with the accenting and the effects on the bass, on the guitar, the overall vibe that the drums provide, it just feels so uplifted. Subtlety right there, but there's a delayed hit on the drums. I was gonna say, those notes are entering alien territory. And of course we're fading out when the alien notes are becoming more alien-like. Yeah, I guess, well, the only thing I can say is riffs, 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 riffs. Demon's Eye and Sail Away are just riff heavy, and I'm totally okay with that. When they are that catchy, when they are that good and bouncy and fun, it hooks me for the entirety of the song. I think my literal only gripe is the way that these two songs ended, both in fade outs, which, I recognize is a tried and true technique to kind of end out a song, but you shouldn't use it every time. You know what I'm saying? But that's just like a minor nitpick here, because I could listen to these songs over and over again. It is just so immediately catchy. You just learn the riff once and you just repeat it the entire time. Now, I guess in the first track, Demon's Eye, the riff did change a little bit more in terms of its pitches, but rhythmically we had the same thing. So your head is constantly bouncing in the same way. The headbang cannot be derailed. The only, I guess, rhythmic challenge that I even saw was in Sail Away, where we had that one moment of the drums kind of taking an offbeat, but then everything else was pretty much in 4/4. This was really fun. I hope you all enjoyed the reaction today, and I will catch you in the next one. Hey friends, I hope you all enjoyed the reaction today, and if you'd like me to react to one of your favorite songs, you can hit the link in the description box down below. It is the best way to support my channel. But in any case, your support, your kindness, your comments, your likes, they mean the world to me, and I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and peace.